staff look ahead to projects to help meet the demand and make the best use of the existing infrastructure. The CTA is currently evaluating a plan called the Circle Line that will provide more direct connections to help keep travel plans on track. Chicago's Loop has always served as the central meeting point for the CTA's train lines. Whether you take an elevated or subway train into the Loop, you have direct access to Chicago's central business district, as well as transfer points allowing you to travel from line to line with ease. Now, however, the CTA is exploring another option, service that would allow customers to start and end their trips without traveling through the Loop. The proposed service would improve connections between all of the CTA's rail lines, as well as Metra's commuter rail lines, to better accommodate the growth of businesses and residential areas outside of the Loop. The Circle Line is slowly taking form, thanks to a lot of community input and extensive research conducted by the CTA.
We're finding, based on our studies that we've done and visits we've made to other cities that do have a Circle Line concept, that it really is something that works very, very well to move people around, as well as just to build a very robust system that makes
become reality. The CTA is currently in the alternatives analysis process for the Circle Line project, which is just one of several steps necessary for securing funding from the Federal Transit Administration's highly competitive New Starts Grant program.
A key part of the alternatives analysis process is not just to identify all the different physical alternatives and alignments that this transit infrastructure might take, but also to estimate the ridership and the relative costs and other factors like that.
The Circle Line's alternatives analysis study began by looking at a wide area, from Pershing Road on the south to Western Avenue on the west, to Fullerton on the north, and the lakefront on the east.
Through the analysis that's been done so far and incorporating the public input that's been provided, the corridor that is being looked at most closely runs along Ashland Avenue, roughly between Archer Avenue on the south and North Avenue.
North Avenue near Gansett Avenue.
Currently under analysis include both traditional CTA heavy rail as well as bus rapid transit. The alternatives analysis study will ultimately recommend a single, locally preferred alternative. This recommendation will be based on careful analysis on what would best serve the region.
This is a major capital undertaking. It'll be an enormous investment for our system. This project not only involves improving existing infrastructure, but also adding new infrastructure, new track, and new stations serving the city in ways that are not presently available.
An integral part of the Circle Line's alternatives analysis involves reaching out to communities and customers that may be affected by the proposed project and receiving their feedback. The community meetings held in the past year have been crucial to the CTA's planning process.
Those community meetings were very informative in that they were able to not only inform us by what people's needs and concerns were, but folks asked a lot of very good questions that help us refine the direction that we're going with the project.
The CTA is continuing to seek community input on the Circle Line. Those interested in providing feedback can email comments through the Circle Line webpage on the CTA website at www.transitchicago.com or call 312-681-2708. Community input is a key part of helping the CTA plan for the future.
Throughout the process, we encourage people to remain in touch with us, whether they go to our webpage to see what's going on, come to our community meetings, or even just send us their comments or questions.
Establishing a Circle Line is a rigorous process, but as always, the CTA is dedicated to expanding and improving service for customers. The Circle Line is just another way to make that happen. The CTA will continue to obtain public input before recommending a preferred alternative and beginning detailed environmental studies and design work in the years ahead.